Today, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers announced not one, but two new members of the Buccaneers Ring of Honor, Doug Williams and Mike Alstott, with this marking the first time in franchise history that they're inducting two Ring of Honor members in the same season. But Williams in particular is very significant because fans here in Tampa Bay have long felt very badly about the way Williams was treated by then-owner Hugh Culverhouse. And so I asked Williams a little bit about that and what did it mean for him, the fact that so many fans here in Tampa Bay continued to root for him, even though he was playing in a different uniform.
Well, you know, as a player, the ultimate goal is to make sure you go out and perform every day, and you want to make sure that the fans like what you put out there. And the only way you're going to do that, you play your heart out. And that's what I tried to do. You know, the younger generation, to be honest with you, it's been 37 years ago. The guys and ladies that is in their early, mid-40s probably wouldn't understand. But I think if you go to the older fans and realize that when they went to the stadium to see the Buccaneers, they saw one guy for sure that was going to give whatever it had to give along with the other guys. But it's a good feeling to come back to know that so many people that were still pulling for Doug Williams. And you know, that's a great feeling.
Well, and two, Jimmy Giles said a few years ago when I talked to him that when you were in that Super Bowl, he felt like he was on the receiving end of every one of those passes. What did it mean to you to have those types of relationships stay with you even after you left Tampa?
Well, Jimmy and I always had a good relationship, and I think when I left Tampa, we was in the process of building a pretty good football team. We was a young football team, good football team. And I think a lot of them felt like they kind of ripped the heart out of the football team when I left. And see, that's where it goes, where a lot of people don't understand when you make certain decisions based on how you feel up top. You don't know what it feels like in the dressing room and down bottom. And I think that's what they underestimated.
And, you know, you mentioned those decisions and everything. What were your feelings then, and what are they now after so many years have passed, and now that things have kind of come full circle, and you've been back in this building already more than once, you've worked here, but now that you're coming back here and you're being recognized and truly being recognized for your work?
Well, you know, to be honest with you, there's no bad blood in this building. You know, when Tony Dungy came here to coach, man, I was pulling for Tony Dungy. When John Gruden came here, who his daddy was one of my assistant coaches, I was pulling for John Gruden and had an opportunity to work for him, you know. So it's no hard feeling, but to be able to come back here and be part of something that we did a long time ago and be able to walk in the stadium and your name is around, I say that in itself speaks volume of what you meant to the organization and the community.
And I'd be remiss if I didn't ask this question because you mentioned Jameis Winston and how you're mentoring him right now. And, you know, aside from just what you accomplished winning the Super Bowl, you also accomplished a lot historically and socially, and that was being the first black quarterback to lead your team to a Super Bowl. One, is that something that you're still comfortable carrying the torch with? And two, is that something that we still need to bring up now that we've had so many quarterbacks that have come through the league and have achieved so much success?
I think we passed that stage. You know, 2 years ago, a guy by the name of Russell Wilson won the Super Bowl. Nobody talked about it, which was a great thing, you know. But in Jameis' case, I don't feel like I'm mentoring as much as being a friend to him. And, you know, if you want to sound stuff off me, that's fine. But we talk about a lot more things than just football.
And so do you think now, too, as kind of adding to that, you work in a front office, is that something you'd like to see more of, seeing more diversity in that area, too?
Well, I've always been one to say diversity is big in the National Football League, whether or not it's in the front office, on the sideline. I think we still need work to do.
Thank you so much, Mr. Williams. I really appreciate it. Now, the official ceremony for Williams will take place December 6th in a game against the Falcons. But going back to Jameis Winston for a little bit, I thought it was really interesting that Doug Williams said that when he first got to Tampa, the first person that called him was Jameis Winston. The two of them got wings at, where else? Leroy Selmans. Reporting from One Buck Place with Sports Talk Florida, I'm Jenna Laine.